The one guy everybody's been waiting to see play is TSM Myth.
Myth.
Let's go, baby!
Do we have any Myth fans in the house?
Myth just ended Ninja.
Let's go, baby!
What's happening? He kept building up.
Whoa! Good fight, Summit!
Can I take a picture? Yeah,
Your boy, Myth! Okay.
I play video games online for a living, and this is what I always wanted to do. I made it. I got here. This isn't where it's gonna stop. This isn't gonna be the end. We in New York now, baby.
It starts right now. Here we go.
A lot of people think I am the best Fortnite player in the world. And maybe I am, or was. But right here, right now, they're about to crown the first ever Fortnite World Champion. And I'm not even competing. I didn't even make it past the qualifiers. A few years ago, well, even a few months ago, that could have devastated me. But actually, I'm feeling kind of okay with it. And to explain why that is, well, I think we gotta go back to the beginning. When I was really young, I wanted to be a professional golfer. So when the television was on, but no one was around, I just rolled all the way down to the PGA channel. I would watch golf for like hours. Crisscross applesauce, loving it. I asked my mom for a golf set one year for my birthday, and she gave me plastic toys, and I was like, this is not what I expected. This is not it. That might have ended up creating some other personality habits. I never used to ask my siblings for gifts. From the youngest age, I just asked, give me money. After like I got all my birthday money, I got like $30, and I was like, yo, I got $30. Went to the mall with my mom, and I was like, I want this Nerf blaster. It was ginormous. My mom was like, it's your money. I'm not gonna stop you, but it's your money. If that's what you want, go ahead. I was like, yeah, I'm buying the Nerf blaster. I would be the kid that would literally walk around with a jar, like, sis, you got any coins? Ma, you got any coins? I would go through the little cabinets in our kitchen and like look for like coins and pennies and stuff. Like every day before school, I packed a peanut butter and jelly sandwich while my dad was outside, and he would give me $3 of lunch money, and I would save that until I was actually able to get myself a gaming computer. So as a young kid, I learned how to be persistent. If I wanted something, I was going to do my best to obtain it without pushing it onto others. Which brings me to the topic of my family.
Ever since he was a little boy, he was always really respectful. He definitely wasn't like us growing up. We were really rowdy.
These are a few of my brothers.
You know, he always had good grades since the beginning of time.
You'd always see the bright side of things.
And these are a few of my sisters.
He wanted to pursue gaming, and I went nuts. I didn't understand gaming at all.
And that is my mom. It's gonna get real weird. When I say my mom, I mean like my uncle's wife, because she's my mom. All right, so it's a little bit complicated. So I'm the youngest of 9. My mom couldn't raise children, so my uncle had to adopt us straight from birth. A lot of people initially are like, oh, that's so sad, or whatever, but I see my mom every other Sunday. She would come over to the house and we would, talk, hang out. I'm like really blessed with the family that I have. I'm really, really happy to have them in my life. So I was very secluded in my room, kind of doing my own thing.
All my other kids went out, played, had fun. Everybody did things.
go outside
He
too.
was home playing games.
He's been gaming since 4, 5, from Nintendo to Xbox to PS3.
We're like, damn, he plays a lot of video games.
He'd come in and do his thing, and then he'd run back to his room.
He proved to everybody that if you want something bad enough, you go out there and get it, and you will.
Twitch is a platform where creators can go and produce live content of all sorts. After middle school, I really got into the idea of streaming. I became fascinated with Twitch streamers, who are these people that just play video games for a living, right? Sort of at that moment, I realized that you could really make something out of this and reach people, because I was one of those people that was watching it every single day. I was always doing the Twitch streams, but I would close the Twitch channel because I didn't like the way it was going, and I'd start open a new one. But then I think it was maybe freshman or sophomore year of high school, I sat down and I was just I'm gonna get serious. And I stuck with one channel. I had 0 viewers. So that's what every person's first stream starts off with. Then I worked, I kept going. After 5 followers, 10, 100, 1,000. 100,000. Here I am now.
Oh my god, it is actually Myth. I'm playing with Myth. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
When I initially popped off, I was the only person that was really building the way that I was building in Fortnite. Some would say that I was literally the inventor of combat building. And, you know, I appreciate those comments, by the way. You know, we know the truth. You know, it was me. It was me. We developed one of the most commonly used high ground takes in Fortnite history, which was placing a wall and then placing a stair, and then doing that over and over again so that you could literally like build a ramp up so you could get height advantage over someone. It's a lot of that stuff that really caught people's eye and made people interested in watching me. The historical 1v1. Summit is a very, very popular streamer on Twitch. Me and him in a fight going head to head. Every single person that originally started playing Fortnite, like back in the day, they know that fight.
What's happening?
Let's go, baby!
He kept building up and building up and building up, and I couldn't catch him.
Good fight, Summit. I like that.
I've never seen that strategy.
Some people would argue that was like the first build fight of Fortnite. That was the number one.
That was impressive, not gonna lie.
So the moment that I realized that my life is possibly gonna change forever was when I went to TwitchCon 2017. Fortnite just basically released and started getting a little bit of traction. They had this little booth with like 12 computer setups. We're like, okay, you know, line up, you can play Fortnite, cool, like you get a hat if you win a game. I was there every single day for the entire day for both days of the weekend. And I was just going through the line over and over. I think I won like 6 games over the weekend, which was pretty absurd at the time, and they literally ran out of hats to give me. Even the people working the station were like, come on, yeah, we'll prepare your hat for you when you win, don't worry, come on. The last game of the last day, there are literally like 30 people around my computer watching me. I eliminate 2 people, get another one, build a little bit, get my last kill, and just everyone just goes crazy. And everyone's just screaming and cheering, and I was like, whoa, like there's a lot of people watching me right now. That's nuts. And after that event, a friend came up to me and actually told me, he was like, this is your moment to become a streamer and to do it big time. So you better go home, you better work your ass off and give it all you got. Don't throw it away. And I looked at him and I'm like, that's the plan, man. Like, let's do it. That was the moment when I decided not to be a professional golfer. So Team Solo Mid is one of the largest esports organizations in North America. Imagine the Detroit Lions had a football team, a soccer team, a tennis team. You fall in love with the talent, but you also fall in love with the brand. TSM, we have a Fortnite team, we have a League of Legends team, almost any esport that you can think of, TSM's there. The president of TSM followed me on Twitter, and I was like, yo, what are you doing? Why you following me, B? Quit playing. For like a week, I was just like waiting. DMs, oh, nope, nothing yet. Oh, next day, okay, nope, nothing, all right. Now one day, she hit me up and she said, hey, we're interested in putting together a Fortnite team. Would you be down to talk sometimes? And at that point, I was like, I don't want to talk. Where's the contract? Like, I'm ready to sign. Ran out of my room and I went, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna be a professional gamer. Like, I'm gonna do this for a living. Then when I told me I'm gonna be moving out to California, I was like, yo, Ma, you don't got a choice. But I just wanna let you know I'm going to California. And she was like, what? I was so happy. I was just literally on top of the world. Literally the day that that announcement went out, every single platform that I was on blew up exponentially from there. So I have 5.3 million followers on Twitch. Instagram is 7.1 million, and then 1.7 million on Twitter. I grew a significant amount right after I got picked up by the team. One of the biggest benefits of working with sponsors, and specifically Nerf, is that they love to send us a whole lot of blasters and a whole lot of goodies. Oh, Nerf's here. Nerf's here. What is yours?
The Titan CS50?
What is that? Oh my God. Wait a minute.
I feel like the little kid at Christmas right now.
I feel like you were the favorite child.
Hold up, look at it.
So since we have all these blasters sort of like scattered around the house, like they've kind of become an extension of ourselves in a way.
Boom! Dude, it's freezing in here.
It really is, bro.
Can you turn the AC down?
Yes, I can.
Where did that even come from?
I said, do not touch my donuts. So a day in the life of Myth basically is I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. And first things first, I take out my retainer, brush my teeth, and then start my stream by 6 a.m. 10 minutes, we are live and I'm streaming to thousands of people. I load up Fortnite, I play that for about 10 to 11 hours. After that, I have 4 or 5 hours of my day left before I need to go to bed. Most of the times it's like a loop, 6 days a week of just waking up, streaming, going to bed, waking up, streaming, eating, using the bathroom, going to bed, waking up, streaming, going to bed. And you know, that goes on and on for the month and then the year. So I was just grinding it out 6 days a week, 11 hours a day. And then Epic announces the first ever Fortnite World Championships. And everything changed. Going to the World Cup would be extremely phenomenal. The World Cup is the largest Fortnite tournament, this grand final with this millions of dollars in prizes. There was a weekly qualifier system for about 2 months. So my teammates and I decided that it would be really beneficial if TSM hooked us up with a team house in Texas for 2 months and just have a more focused, like boot camp style place to practice. And the primary goal was for all of us to try our best, try our hardest to qualify for World Cup. I really tried my hardest to get there and put my best foot forward. And it was just really hard for me to find my chemistry with the right player. And that ended up leading to me not being able to really compete in one of the biggest tournaments ever. I'm not like mad at myself for not being able to go. But with that, you know, there were people that were, you know, that would be nasty and rude about it like always. People have expectations, and when you can't follow up with them, they're gonna be disappointed or go watch someone else. As I was declining on Twitch, I was basically like the punching bag of the community. I started receiving a lot of hate. You know, people telling me to quit playing the game, quit streaming, quit Fortnite, quit everything. You're washed up. You're never gonna get back where you used to be or whatever. At that point, I was dealing with just going live every day for more so for the sake of it than me actually wanting to be it, because I knew that every single thing that I did was going to be ridiculed, hated on. You know, people weren't able to connect with me because they weren't there to connect with me in the first place. They were there to just experience this phenomenon, this 18-year-old prodigy kid that you know, invented building in the world's largest game. And so when I wasn't able to achieve those goals, of course they're gonna feel like they were disappointed or that I'm a failure. People wanted Myth to be on top, and I wasn't able to. There's definitely been times where, as I'm streaming and I'm in the middle of something, I'm just like, guys, I can't do this, I'm sorry, I'm getting off, and I end it like that. I just didn't know how to navigate through a lot of the hate and the backlash that I was getting at the time. And that's why I think having friends, having family, people around you that you could reach out to is super important. I definitely want to have more of a social life. Of course, I appreciate my fan base, my community, and the company that they do bring me, you know, as I'm streaming and whatnot. But a normal teenager has a friend group. Me grinding so hard and wanting to be a content creator kind of stripped that away a little bit. After you hit that offline button, it's you just sitting there alone for the night, or you know, just not doing anything day after day. No one's hitting you up to go out, no one is doing anything, and you know that really, that's a lot different than my community supporting me in chat or on Twitter or on or on whatever social media site it may be. So when it comes to pulling myself out of those dark times, I don't think there was ever like a eureka moment or something that happened that made me realize that, you know, I'm worth it and that I got this, and then the next day I was just like ready to go. It was definitely a longer process of building and shaping how I want to feel and just getting there. And I wanted to be happy, I wanted to feel productive with what I'm doing. So what I did is I set out goals for myself. I said, this is the type of content that I want to put out. This is the message that I want people to feel. I don't feel like this right now, but I'm going to, and I'm gonna get there. I may not be competing in, you know, the big extravagant $30 million Fortnite World Cup, but I am playing in the Pro-Am, and it's going to be a hell of a time. On my way to New York, I truly started to get excited about competing in the Pro-Am. This is an event where professional gamers team up with celebrity amateurs to play Fortnite and raise money for charity. I am grateful for this opportunity to stay involved in the gaming community and do some good in the world, all while playing a game that I love. As I walk around New York, I can't help but feel like I'm exactly where I need to be. So we're about to head over to the Fortnite Stadium. Honestly, I'm a bit hungry. I didn't even eat breakfast today. But guess what I got in my pocket? A little chocolate brownie flavor, Soylent Squared, 100 calories in this little bar. I'm bulking, by the way, if you haven't noticed. I've been actually bulking for 20 years. They're a sponsor of the show, right? We're just gonna talk about it, dude. Sometimes you get paid, sponsors provide the money. This is all part of the gig, baby. But I actually genuinely enjoy it too. They're not paying me to keep on eating it, like off camera. They're like, hey, take a bite. I actually like it. Uber? Oh man, look at it, baby. World Cup. Am I nervous? Nah, I'm not nervous. I'm just excited. It's a lot of fun. I don't really get nervous about like seeing the stage and stuff. Maybe I get a little bit nervous when I'm like actually in the chair and ready to go, but I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to play some Fortnite. And my esports psychologist has been helping me out a lot. Shout out to him, he's a homie. I'm excited for it all to happen tomorrow. So all I'm thinking is stay alive, stay alive, stay alive.
What's up, man? There you go. Myth has 7 eliminations. That means he has 7 points currently, Monster.
His teammate is down right now.
I can't get mad at my teammate, you know, that hasn't really played the game. Then after I popped off, boom, we're on top of the leaderboard, 4th place.
No hesitation.
Damn, dude, it's possible. Let's go. You know, I'm gonna try to keep it going so we can get first.
There's man. I didn't even look over there. He's out here to prove a point.
Myth actually forgot to edit, and now he's in the storm down the bottom right.
Oh, no, man, it's not like this. He tries to get out.
At the end of the Pro-Am, we ended up placing 12th. We win $40,000 collective for charity as a duo, $28,000 for my charity, $20,000 for Mike's charity. It ended up being a really good time, even though the odds were definitely not in our favor.
I'm leaving this trip with such a full heart. We were all able to hang out and have genuinely, literally the biggest bonding sesh that Fortnite has ever seen. This would reassure me that it's all worth it, dude. Like, honestly. I had probably one of the best times of my life while being out here.
Over the course of this experience, like, I've actually made a few friends. I've been going out more. I've gone to a party, my friend's birthday party. So yeah, we're doing it. I love it. I love all the fire. You have to. It feels phenomenal, and it's like humbling in a way as well, because it's like, damn, like this is kind of what I always wanted. I've been on this journey of trying to incorporate more socializing into my life, so that I could also, you know, be a better example for the people watching me.
Are you happy? I'm very happy. Good.
What it takes to be a streamer, we're all like a bunch of workaholics. We always want to push further into where we could go, what type of content we could create, who's it gonna reach. One of the biggest tips of advice I give is, as soon as someone clicks on your stream, you have 5 seconds to convince that person to stay. But you don't know when that person clicks into your stream, so you gotta really be on your game, especially in those early stages, because that's what's gonna separate you from the wave of people that just click the live button. I wanna be this person on the internet that shows people that they have an immense amount of potential, more than they give themselves credit for, actually. And I know for a fact that I need streaming to get me there. So that's my ride to paradise. "50 years, I want to be a farmer." Being 100% serious. Urban farming and automated farming are two things that really pique my interest when it comes to not being a streamer anymore. I envision having a skyscraper in the middle of downtown Detroit that literally takes care of all the agricultural needs for the entire city. Yeah, no, it's like a weird passion of mine. It's kind of like a funny joke on stream too. I tell all my subs that if they sub to the stream, I'll ship them a free salad in 50 years. They could probably sue me saying that on stream, actually. I should probably really stop. It's probably not good, but that's what I'm interested in.